Hello tutor and partners, my name is Laura Angelica Bello Guarin and today I present you my final work. Introduction. Today for teachers the best way to teach both adults and adolescents is to observe the needs, level and interests of learning of each student. In order to teach an adult, one must take into account the learning that they have so far and know that their learning is aware and they know why and for what they are studying this language. On the other hand, the adolescents learn unconsciously and many times they learn but because they have to study, therefore they must look for a way to motivate them and make the classes are not monotonous. Steps to know the level of students learning for a specific purpose. First, you have to study the environment, observe the student behavior, determine objectives of evaluation. You have to realize the structure of the evaluation, apply and know the results, determine the educational level of the students, and know the strengths and weakness of the students, raise objectives to improve the shortcomings, and finally make the class plan that is going to work. Methods and approaches. The methods must be in tune with the purpose for which the evaluation is carried out. It must summative and formative, and at the same time they must be adequate to evaluate the type of learning objective and its level of complexity, knowledge, reasoning skills, and generation of products. The methods depend on the activity proposed by the teacher. This can be oral or written and can be done through playful activities or workshops that allow a correct learning to the students. The focus is more directed to the skill you want to develop, whether it is speaking, reading, listening, or writing. This approach must relate to the objectives set for the class and the level of the students. It's important that a teacher is clear about what point the class is aimed at and what topics will be studied and evaluated in order to achieve a good performance and meet the objectives. For example, the oral evaluation can be done in many ways. One is playful, as playing games that can be with materials made by the teacher or the students, and also with digital materials. The second is the participation in class, where the students express their ideas and among all opinions and participated about the observed topic and clarify doubts and the last is expositions, which the teacher will give a score to each skill, be it expression, speech, management of the subjects and of the class. The writing evaluation is the traditional evaluation because it is applied directly to the students and the skills acquired during the learning process are evaluated. These can be open, closed, multiple choice, essay, and writing questions. These evaluations are divided into initial evaluation, process evaluation, and final evaluation. English for a specific purpose. The English for specific purposes focus in the developing English communication skills in a specific discipline, such as finance, marketing, management, human research, engineering, and strategic thinking. Emphasis is given to the language and communication requirements in a particular professional field. This field-specific language communication training enables participants to master relevant communication and professional skills, and in so doing meet the needs of industry locally and internationally. For example, we will look at the vocabulary required for a business administrator. The first is account. The Spanish meaning is cuenta bancaria. So one example is, please, I need help to manage my account. The second is brand. The Spanish meaning is marca comercial. And one example is, these are all the brands that we manage here. The third is commission. Spanish meaning is comisión. An example is that we can talk later about the commission in this piece of business. The fourth is creditor. The Spanish meaning is acreedor. An example is, this is the list of all the creditors that we have. Debtor, the Spanish meaning is the deudor. An example, this is the list of all our debtors. And retailer, the Spanish meaning is minorista. An example is, we have different programs to help retailers. Evaluation of young people through technology. As teachers, we have realized the need to use materials that provide real and authentic use of the foreign language or text that include a variety of types of text and discursive genres. Today, there are excellent teaching materials that can help a teacher to teach, improve, or support their class. These didactic materials can be selected from a large number of them, those made by publishers or those that one with the experience gets to make. Nowadays, the evaluations are carried out virtually for both students of college and for university. These assessments are of great advantage because they are easily accessible and can be presented anywhere. So they also allow students to become autonomous and develop the assessment on their own. The virtual evaluations are also easy to use and access for the teachers because through the programs the structure is made, and at the moment of finalizing the evaluation the student obtains his score directly. Nowadays the teachers have a lot of tools. One of them is EducaPlay, which allow us to do games and didactic activities. And there are also many more tools like Powtoon, Prezi, Wix, and others. There are also virtual evaluation with videos, images, audios, and links, which make it easier to realize and understand the subject. There are also evaluations that are made face-to-face, like Skype. Meetings are held and the teachers evaluate students either group or individually. Conclusions. Thanks to this course, we learned the importance of the realization and application of the evaluations in the classroom. We must always take into account the level of learning of the students and from that to make evaluations with the different methods with which we have. Both the traditional and the virtual evaluation we have an advantage because if both are well focused on the objectives of the class, and if they are well structured, their results will allow knowing the strengths, weaknesses, and knowledge that the students have acquired. Thank you very much.